Hello and welcome back to Lukester Gaming, and here we are at the top of our completed tower base, or well, the tower part of the base, but you know what I was meaning. Let's go down and have a look at from the outside. Or wait, well, here's the general view from the top here. As you can see, slightly right there, you can actually see the side of that Minecraft sign, the one that's floating over there. And we can just see some of our bridge. Well, I guess you got the view on the last episode when I showed you. Well, that was before the windows were in, but this is now that the windows are actually in. So let's come down here, and as you'll see, it's got a little farm on the go now. I can't remember if I had it like this before, or it's not that it matters, but I'm sure before I might have had this bit is just going right down here, and then that on the other side repeated here, just like the same layout on both sides. But anyway, I'll try and not jump on the farms. Right, so we come up here, do a bit of tree parkour I guess, and there's our completed tower. You see us added, well, it looked a bit flat before around this bit here, sort of where I'm trying to show you with the cursor. So I put some upside stairs down, which actually wasn't something that was originally possible at the time of making this. Like back when the first, not the first well, back when I played it, like when it was the first updates. And it was only in recent updates, or maybe at some point during the year that I wasn't recording, was when things like upside down stairs and half slab placement got added. So I was able to take advantage of that for doing that. I did try out a couple of layouts, but that one seems to be the best, because I had one where the stairs were actually the back one, where that fences are, and then so that the stairs would actually connect to the fences, but then it looked like a big room sitting awkwardly on top of this thin tower, and it made it look as if it would just topple off any of the sides. Well, if real physics were applied to Minecraft anyway, for every block and not just gravel and sand. But that way seems to come out the best, and I don't know if you noticed, but I've even got glass blocks on the actual inside for the roof. I thought I'd find the safest way back down. I'm not going to go back up the tower, but down here, well, you see I've got all the windows in place now and torch placement and everything done. And well, let me just, yeah, you see I've got all this glass here and some extra sand that I dug up from, I think I dug up a stack in 8 sand, and then I used all of that converted it all into the glass panes here, and it only took about 24 actual glass blocks to give me a full stack of glass panes, and funnily enough, I guess that stack of glass panes is the exact amount that I needed for not only up there but every window down here as well. So that worked out pretty perfectly, I guess you could say. And then I just added those 4 glass blocks, so there would have been 40 glass there, I guess. And I'm going to bring this wood with me because there's something we're going to do today, but well, I say I'll explain on the way. We're just going to head, I think for quickness we might head round, like instead of taking the bridge we'll just follow the coast round. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, but if we just run out here for a moment, and there you can, that's like, even when you're way over there you can see this. Well, you can barely just see one side of it when you're like away over at the other end of the bridge. You'll see what I mean in a few moments, but it's quite a cool little landmark feature, I guess, to have in the world, and it lets you know that, like, if you see that tower then you're close to home. Right, we're coming back over here. You'll notice some trees there. I set up a little tree farm and was able to quickly harvest like pretty much that much amount of wood. It was something like, it was almost 2 stacks anyway, but I don't really need to show it, and the reason I didn't do it on recording was because it's just planting some saplings down and a sort of grid formation and put some torches between them just so it's not dark at night and not creating a perfect area to spawn all the monsters in. But anyway, here we are at this village, and I'm sure you've seen this before and you'll be aware that it's quite abandoned, quite more like a ghost town rather than like a thriving village, I guess you could say. And at the time of starting this series and playing this world, the villagers weren't actually in the game, but now they are. And I guess you can see where this is going really, that the only way we can get villagers into our world here now is through jumping over into Creative and spawning some in. I wasn't going to just spam a bunch in, because that would be cheating, and I don't want it to be cheating by going into Creative, but it's the only way we're going to make this happen. But first I want to make a crafting table, and I'm going to put this down just here. And I'm going to make a bunch of fences. I'll make a bunch of wood first. I think pretty much an entire 4 entire stacks, well not 4, yeah 4 entire stacks of oak wood planks. Right, and now we're going to turn most of that into sticks. That should be fine. And now we're going to turn a lot of that into these fences. Right, we have a stack of fences. Let's see how we get on with that first. Is it getting dark? Where's the sun? Oh yeah. I was going to say I don't have the bed with me, but it's a good thing that each and every one of these houses actually has its own bed, so that's a good feature. Right, what I'm going to do is fence this in. So I think coming out from about here and here, just so it doesn't, and make sure I'm inside first. Right, let's quickly sleep. If I think we should be able to by, yeah, we should be fine for sleeping now. That was weird. Right, anyway. So what we're going to do is try and fence this off. Like so, basically here. I'll come back to that part. Let's see if we can't get this done quickly. I think as I put fences across here, like so, and round here between the 2 housing gaps. And I think possibly here as well. I might bring this, you know, for quickness on recording, I'm just going to bring this right along here, as I meant to place that. Yeah, we'll just keep bringing this along here. That flower has to go. And here's me spending time putting the flower back down. That's slightly too far now. So what I was going to do is bring it out through here. And I guess along and in here. We'll just quickly reclaim these parts of the fence. So if you haven't figured out by now, we're basically protecting our villagers in advance by fencing them in. So that there's no way for, well, we're going to have to torch the place up a bit as well to ensure that mobs won't spawn. Because, as you know, once once villagers come in contact with zombies, then they become zombie villagers or just be killed. Right, we're going to need to make some more fences quickly here. I'm already just over 10 minutes in, so I'm trying to rush this just a little bit. I think 3 stacks of these should be fine again. And just to be on the safe side, we'll make another stack of fences. Right, so over here, we'll finish this gap. I think I'll come back and make it better, like off camera sense, just so that it's not as enclosed, but this is the best I can do for now. And I think we'll just simply bring this across here. Later on I'll do things like putting bits up there and just generally making sure that, say if a zombie comes along, then he's not going to just come down here and feel free to slay upon the villagers. Right, let's just give this a quick check. I think all should be fine now. Yep. Right, so now I'm just going to wait, there's chests over here. Let me just grab this crafting table because I don't need it. Alright, I think there should actually be a chest in here. And there's some weird glitch going on with these doors, like I'll either fix it or just leave it. Funnily enough, I can actually fit through that without opening. Right, so because we're going over into creative, I don't want to accidentally duplicate or place anything that we own in the survival sense, so emptied my inventory out, and now I'm going to switch over to creative mode, so give me a moment. Right, and we're back. So here we are in creative mode, where we can fly around, and I'm not going to fly around too much though, I'm just going to stay in this area. How do you go? Oh wait. Yeah, I was wondering how you go down there, but you have to push on the right stick as if you were shifting, but holding it down. Right, anyway, so let's go into our creative inventory. I'm not exactly sure where the spawn eggs are. I think yeah, it's this one here. And there. Right, so what we're going to do is spawn a couple of these guys in. I think we'll just like spawn one there and one there. Oh, didn't mean that. Right, what's his trade? This is the trade, isn't it? Yeah, all trades the villagers want to make. Okay. Okay. The amount of type items. You see a total number of items. Okay. Press A to trade the item. Okay. Right. So I think that should be a reasonable enough, well, it's not the best trade, but 23 coal's not that hard to come by once we start mining. And let's chase after this guy. Ooh, Eye of Ender for 7 emeralds. I was hoping to get a villager where we would have a wheat trade so that we could at least get something going. I'll spawn in a couple more, just... I don't actually know if villager breeding is possible yet, but my idea or plan was that if villager trading is possible, a villager trade, a villager breeding, then we would just start with 2 and expand out from there. But if that's not possible yet, then I might just spawn in a couple more to make sure. Bread for emeralds, that's okay I guess. It's because we're growing wheat, so we can easily grow bread essentially. So he's okay. We'll spawn one more guy in over here. That was quick. Right, so what are you? You're another coal for emeralds. I think I'll just keep these guys because I don't, like I said, I didn't want to just spam a bunch of villagers and then see which ones has the best or easiest trades to start off with and like kill the rest that I don't need. But I think 4's good for here. Now I don't know if I've actually explored it yet, but there is another village over here. I'll just show you it. Yeah, there we go. I made like on another, well, it's not actually been here yet, so I do know of this place, but seeing as we've not actually fenced it off or done anything to protect it from villagers, then we'll do that another time, or even either that or we'll leave this empty now and just rely on the one village, seeing as I already feel like I'm cheating a bit by spawning in all those guys, in the fact that I'm flying around my world right now. But as I said, being in creative was only for just spawning in villagers and nothing else. I do have a lot of plans for the future though, which range from, well, I did originally have an idea that if we'd went into the Nether and it was without a fortress, that I would make one somewhere, forget where it was hopefully, and then try to discover it again. But there is actually a Nether reset feature, so if we build a portal somewhere, like some time down the road, and then we go in, I could always go in and creative, have a quick fly around, and if I don't see a Nether portal, a Nether fortress, then we'll know just to come back out and reset it, and then that way that should confirm, without having to fly in again, that there will be a Nether fortress. So, in other things, well, our world's going to be lacking a few of the updated biomes like jungles and swamps, but we don't really need swamps, but we can place, if there's any watery areas near a forest or something, we can always place some trees out in the water and just like a few lily pads, vines, just make it look like a swamp. Although it won't have the same dark green colour, but you know, it has the effect. Right, and one last thing I want to do, I'll get rid of this villager egg. Don't want bricks either. I think, is it in, sugar canes. I'm sure you'll be aware that this world is without sugar canes, because of this being the tutorial world from the very first like title update 1 or beta 1.6.6 is the equivalent Minecraft version. And wants to be quick here. Yeah, you'll know that there wasn't any sugar canes or even clay in this version at that point. And it wasn't until the next update where things like there was sugar canes placed along here and clay somewhere else in the world, I think. But for now we're just going to place one sugar cane, because that one is essentially going to grow out anyway without us placing any more. Right, so we'll clear this, and then I think we'll quickly sleep and then call it there. Oops. Just checking the sun line before we go in. And there is actually a bed in here too. Whoa. Well, at least, well, I know that the village works anyway, because they're all running into the house. Like, sometimes it's not as simple as just spawning in a bunch of villagers next to some houses and thinking, oh, they'll see that as a village. Like, the villagers can be quite, I don't know what the word is, I guess awkward, for that reason that they don't actually do as you would intend them to do. But these ones seem to be finding a home straight away. Are all of them in here? No, where's the... I'm trying to stop myself flying. Where did the purple guy go? I think it's a priest. I don't want them to have wandered off somewhere or... Let's see if we can't... Did I just hear... No. I thought I just heard a door there. Is he in these places? Hey, where's he actually going to? Oh. Where did you come from? Did you just like come from somewhere like out of the air or something? Because it was literally just these three villagers inside this one house and the priest wasn't anywhere to be seen. But anyway, we'll just have to make do with our trades, even though that one isn't ideal for now and a long time. That one's more manageable, like we can start getting some emeralds. Oh wait, never mind. Oh wait, no, that's... Oh yeah, yes, yeah. Sorry, I got myself confused there, thinking that I had to give them emeralds to get the bread, but... Or... Oh wait, I think that is the way it is, actually. So that might be useless. Well, we'll leave these guys as they are for now. Like I said, I didn't want to mess around with this too much, and like I didn't want to feel cheaty by actually going through each and every villager till I found one with a good enough starting trade. We'll just have to see if we can get something out of these guys, or if means must, then I will probably just kill them all off, or even spawn in some new ones and see if they, and hope that they have a better trade, or just because I want one that has a wheat trade, or yeah, a wheat trade mostly ideal, because there's no sheep around at all right now, so I can't really do any wood trades, and as for paper, we're only just started growing sugar canes, so that'll be a while. But anyway, I'm going to finish this episode off here now. As always, I hope you've... Well, thanks for watching as always, and I hope you've enjoyed watching my new episodes so far, and I hope I've given you reason to be subscribed now, or for new people to subscribe, which is always a good thing too. And I think we're just going to end it there, so thanks for watching, stay tuned for more.